Now, I know it's difficult for you to be entirely objective on this, but be honest with us. Are you really sensing among your Labour colleagues who are vote to remain that getting the Labour votes more difficult than they thought?
Oh, absolutely. And I've, felt that in the last month in particular when I've gone out and around. And I think what a lot of my colleagues have been picking that up. I knew there would always be some other MPs come out, and I think we've still got one or two more to come out, perhaps quite senior ones. But it's a feeling out there that all of this fear stuff has just gone over their heads. They're fed up. They really feel this is the payback time for all the way that they've been ignored for years and years. And I genuinely do feel, and I saw it in my own constituency.
Do you think it's an anti-establishment mood is taking hold of those going to leave?
I think there's just a feeling out there that nobody's listened to them. And they really are beginning to believe this is their one chance, because both sides are saying this is, the most important decision they will take. And I think they're beginning to believe that. And I saw it in my own patch where I hadn't, last weekend when I went out, and what struck me there.
Because you're in central London.
Yes, and I'm in central London. London's always different. There's a bit of a bubble here. But in one of my Labour estates, literally people were coming out to me genuinely and saying, we are with you, we want to leave. And Afro-Caribbeans were saying to me they understood the immigration thing. They do understand that this is about getting rid of discrimination in immigration. It's not about anti-immigration. And that's beginning to get through now to both the Asian community and the Afro-Caribbean community.
If you win, are you not worried by the prospect of a Conservative government run by Boris Johnson and Michael Gove?
I believe in democracy, and they have been elected, and of course if they get a new leader...
They haven't been elected to be government,
no,
to be
but
Prime Minister.
there will be a new leader, whatever happens, I think. I just can't see David Cameron.
Even if it's Remain?
I genuinely can't. The feeling amongst even some of the Remainer MPs who I'm fairly friendly with, and they're unhappy about the whole thing. So I'm not concerned. I think... this idea that somehow they'll immediately get rid of all trade union rights and so on, it's just nonsense. It really is nonsense. And, I would rather be certain that we have a government that we can get rid of than leave it to the unelected EU. So that, the slogan, take back control, it actually means something. Yeah. It really does mean something.
Because the defections are not all one way, are they? Khalid Mahmood defected to Remain. He described your campaign, not your personal campaign, but the campaign on whose side you are, was trying to, quote, frighten people by concentrating on race and colour. That must be a concern.
Well, I think that was a bit naughty of Khalid to say it like that, because Khalid actually joined up very early on. To be honest, did absolutely nothing, and we knew about a month ago that he wasn't with us anymore.
Up on your side,
yes, and actually we took him off a leaflet ages ago. But it is that issue. It's not racist. It's not racist to say you want to control how many people in come into your country. Look at all those other democratic countries, Andrew. They all have control outside the EU of who comes into their country. How is that racist?